Okay, so, all right, so another tool in the toolmaker's toolbox, and this is certainly an important one, is knowing how to ask for the business. What we found is that your best rainmakers just are naturally good at knowing how to ask for the business. For the rest of us, it seems to be this myth that somehow they magically were born this way. Well, the reality is they've probably through the prospect or through trial and error have actually gotten their face blooded a couple of times by people who they were trying to ultimately get work from. But here's a very comfortable way to approach it. You think in terms of not so much asking for work directly, but asking to continue the relationship. So I would say most rainmakers have probably heard more rejection than the rest of the firm combined has even made attempts at trying to get business. So from now on, when you're in a meeting and you feel like it's gone extremely well, you would you're pretty convinced that there's an opportunity to continue to get some work. Instead of asking, gee, can I have some work? You might try questions like this. Well, gee, what do you think the next step ought to be? Or where do we go from here? What should we do next? Or you could even ask, how can I help? What we found is our clients find that far more low-key and usually within their comfort zone. And what I would suggest is that if you ask those kinds of questions at the end of more of your meetings, you will get what we referred to earlier as an advance. You'll get a next step in the process that allows you to keep building the relationship. We had actually one of my clients was, before he was the managing partner of a law firm, large law firm in Australia, actually was general counsel. And he used to share with me that he'd take some comical delight in many of the people calling on him as general counsel, trying to get work. They'd meet with him for lunch, and they would never ask the questions I just shared with you. And he'd laugh, kind of after the fact, at the fact that they had no clue what they're doing. That probably describes a lot of us. And what I would suggest is very, very ineffective use of your time to be meeting with people and not at least asking for, what's the next step? Where do we go from here? Should I send you an engagement letter? There are a lot of different ways to do it. It's got to be done within your comfort zone. And what I have found is that everyone's comfort zone is very different. So what we're going to do as your coach is we're going to try and help you find a way to do this within your comfort zone and still make you more effective so that in the final analysis you end up with more opportunities.